What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys, and today I have a review of the Bandai Ultra action figure Ultraman Ginga. Alright, and continue our look at the latest wave of Ultra action figure line by Bandai. This is the line of more budget-friendly Ultraman figures, but being articulated, unlike Bandai vinyl. This is Ginga, which is a series that, I don't know, just never clicked that much with me, for whatever reason, of the more newer series. I don't know. Just is what it is. There is a SH Figuarts Ultraman Victory coming out from this series, which I will be getting, because he has some really, really cool effect parts. I feel like effect parts are going to play into a lot of what I get between SH Figuarts and this Ultra action figure line. I like to mix and match them. I like to fill in a lot of the gaps with these guys since this line came out. I think that's a really good way to go. They are more basic. As you can see, there's nothing going on in the back. But, sometimes you just can't spend on everything, and I just feel like this line does it for me, to fill in those gaps, and they work really, really well on the shelf together with the SH Figuarts. So without any further ado, let's take a look at Ultraman Ginga. Alright, get this out of the way. Despite the back being completely unfinished, you do have some molded detail in there throughout, and that's fine. I feel like this is one of, despite the back, you do get the screw holes, whatever. You know, it is what it is. This is less than, it's $15 or less at retail. I can't, that's awesome. You don't get any effect parts, but you get a really cool figure, and it is articulated. And the look in the front is great. I think this is a really good representation of Ginga. There is enough paint on here to really make me happy. Head sculpt looks fantastic. The silver, the sculpt work is nice. The paint is really nice on it. I love this nice electric blue. Really looks good. The yellow eyes pop. The face all looks really good. You got the little, blue on the sides there, which helps with the signature look. I mean, Ginga himself is a nice design, I could easily say I'd get the Figuarts if it wasn't for me, being mixed on the series itself. I'd say I'd go in on the Figuarts, but this is good enough for me. Again, I will get the Figuarts of the Victory figure because he has that really cool X-Red King hand. But this is a really nice look. I love the silver going down. The middle here really looks good with the electric blue around. The timer is in blue. All their timers are in blue. You can't take them out, which is fine. I always like putting my figures like that anyway. Shoulder pads look good with the silver and blue. The gauntlet here looks good with the blue and silver. The base body is a nice pearlescent red, and I dig that. I feel like it's one of the nicest of these figures that I've seen, which is great. I wanted it to be really nice because, again, I do like the design. Going down, the silver looks really good. The blue here looks really nice. He does have a little weird, I guess it's a paint splotch. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's in the plastic, though. Mess up at the toe there. And there's a little sprue mark at the back here. It is what it is. It's on the back. But all in all, I am very, very happy with the look of this Ginga. Definitely works for me. The nice metallics really make it pop. So I'm very, very pleased with it. Let's take a look at the articulation. It's pretty much the same on all these guys because they're pretty much the same base bodies. Head is on a ball joint, but you ain't getting a ton of movement. Yes, I said ain't. I am from Brooklyn. Shoulders are on hinges here, so you get a little swivel. The hinge comes out, which is cool. Then you get a bicep swivel. You get a single jointed elbow, but it works fine enough. Swivel at the wrists. And you get two hinges at the fingers, which is obviously very different from any Figuart. Nothing in the chest or waist. Splits that much, kicks that much, doesn't really go back at all. You're not getting any sort of rotation in here at all. Single jointed knee, and then you get the ball jointed foot. So it is what it is. It is a more basic figure, but you're getting enough articulation where you're going to be able to get them in some cool poses on your shelf, and that to me is perfectly all right. For your size comparisons, here he is with his wave mates X and Zero Beyond. And if you watched the Zero Beyond review, you saw that Zero Beyond's a little taller, and you might have seen it in that last comparison. But here he is. Here's Ginga with SHF X, and you can see they're pretty much the same size, which makes for really good crossover combos there. Here he is with Mezco Popeye, Voyager class Optimus Prime, SH Monster Arts Godzilla 62, and the Super Mini Plog Gridman. Final thoughts, I'm super pleased with this guy. This is a really cool representation of Ginga, in my opinion. It works for me. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the show, though I feel like if I watched it again, I might like it a little more. Who knows? But I will be, supplementing this guy with the SHF Ultraman Victory. So yeah, I'm mixing and matching, guys. It's not a bad thing, If you have to have the SHF of all of them, fine, no problem. But for you guys on a budget, or for you guys that don't want to break the bank on every last figure art, since there's a million Ultraman to come probably, then this is a line that you should look into and mix and match them. They scale well together. They are articulated. You don't have to look at them from the back on your shelf. If that's gonna bother you, fine. But again, you're spending $15 each on these figures. And that is a huge step down in price from, it's a huge step down in price from the figure arts without being the hugest step down in overall quality. That is my opinion. You take it however you will, and you make your own decisions, but I like this line a lot, so there you go. Alright guys, so please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Till next time, peace out, peeps.